So welcome to the day 2 RestAssured Java API testing. So in this session, we are going to talk about the setting up the RestAssured project in your local machine. The first thing we have to do the Java installation, the Maven project setup, adding the RestAssured and dependencies to the POM.xml, RestAssured basic syntax, and configuring the base URI and base path, and finally understanding the STP methods, get, post, put, delete, and patch. So we'll go one by one and Java installation setup. So what is a JDK? So JDK is for Java development kit. It's for Java development kit. It is needed to write and Java and run the Java programs in your machine. And rest assured is a Java-based library, so Java installation is mandatory. So steps to install, you have to navigate to the Oracle JDK website, and there you have to go and install your respective versions. Okay. So once it is installed, you can go and configure your system variables in your in your machine as a advanced system variables. And once you configure the Java over there, you can go to the command prompt and try to check the Java version is installed or not. So once the Java is installed, you can go to the command prompt and just type Java minus version. So there is a 24 latest version is installed in my machine. So I can see like this. All right. Right. So if you don't know how to install a Java, so you can go on to check out the Arca testing tools channels. Then you can see how to install the Java in that machine. Okay. And you can also get help from the Google how to install that. And the second one is Maven project setup. What is a Maven? A Maven is a build automation tool for Java projects. So which is building all the dependencies, libraries, plugins, repositories, and everything from the project. Okay. It is managing all the jar files, okay, from the Google. So it is managing the dependencies like, auto download jar files for RestAssured, TestNG, and JSON, etc. And is also going to generate the project structure in which is all running the test via CLI, command line interface. And why use Maven? So it simplifies the project setup and automatic dependency management and easy integration with the Jenkins GitHub Actions. Okay, so once you create a Maven project, right, we see the structure of the Maven project. So let's imagine this. The name of the project is Rest Assured minus API minus test. This is the project name, and under this we have the different type of source folders: SRC main Java, SRC test Java, finally pom.xml. Okay, so this is the project structure created. Okay, and for main code optional, and this is for main code optional, and this is for the test case management over there. Here, there you are creating the test cases, and here the project object model. There's a POM. Maven project object model where you're adding all the dependencies of your requirement of your project. And finally, yes. So these are the using IntelliJ IDE. So file, new project, Maven, next group ID and artifact ID. And using command line, you can use this command to create the project, right? So usually we are creating the project from the UI only, either Eclipse or IntelliJ. And adding the rest assured and dependencies to the pom.xml. So once you have created the Maven project, right? So you have to go add these are the dependencies you have to add it in your pom.xml. Number one, rest assured. This is for the rest assured library, which you use it to automate your REST APIs. And next one is Jackson data bind. This Jackson data bind, which is you use it for no JSON serialization or deserialization, like reading the JSON data kind of things. And this is for unit testing frameworks, TestNG. And if you want to log the logs of your APIs, you want to log in your console or maybe any other files like reports and all, you can go and use the SLF4J or log4J. And rest assured basic syntax, the main blocks in the rest assured test, given, when, and then. These are the main three things which we are frequently using for any test methods. Okay. So for any test methods means for any type of request, it can be get, post, put, patch request. Okay. So first, the purpose of given, when, then. This is one of the interview question, guys. What is given? A given is for request setups, like if you want to set up the headers, params, and body of the request. header, request headers, request params, and request body, we are using the given. And when is for the STP methods plus endpoints. Like, whatever method is a get method or put method, flash method kind of things. Okay. And then is for, validation purpose. If you want to validate the response code, response body and all, you must use the then a method. Okay. So this is a sample one, given dot when dot get of request URL dot then we are verifying the 200 code status code, and then we are logging everything. That means log the request information in the console, and configuring the base URL and base path. So what is why base URL and base path? Avoid repeating the server URL in every request and every test. So we can use the simply no rest assured dot base URL is equal to, and this is the main URL, and rest assured dot base path, that is this resource URL type. It's not resource URL, it's a sub URL of your endpoint. That's the base path URL, and given when get of your resource URL. Okay, this is the resource URL dot then status code of 200. Okay, and what is the advantages? If your server URL changes, you can only update in one place. So example, if this server is URL got changed, imagine you're working for different type of environments like QA, staging, and production. So you don't need to go to each and every test method and change the base URL. You can just change only one place. This is the base URL place. Okay, you can just change here either stage dot request rest dot in, or QA dot request rest dot in, or production dot rest dot in. Okay, like that. Like that, you can change it. Right. Now we understand the STP method. So this is very, very important, guys. We have the bunch of methods like get, post, put, pass, delete. So what is the purpose of each method? The purpose of get method is retrieving the data from server. So if you want to use the rest assured example, you can use the dot get. Okay, this is a resource URL and uses /2. Use/2. We are using the dot get methods. Okay, and post is nothing but creating a new resource or data on the server. That is called, we are using the post method, post of /users, and we are going to use the body also. And put is nothing but replacing the existing resource, dot put method /users/2. And patch, partially update the resources, dot patch and users 2. Delete, remove the resource from the server. It is completely delete the data from the server, dot delete users 2. So whatever the data is there, it is going to delete, and it is going to send the response code as a status response code as a 204. And example for each command, you see the get request. So how the program look like for each method. Given dot when dot get of users 2 dot then dot status code of 200 log dot all. This is for the get one. Now if you're using the post one, right? So post one, definitely you're going to create the test. You're going to create the data in the server. You must send the request body. That is called body here. You see that given dot body and the name, Morpheus, job, leader, and the headers, content type, and application JSON. Okay, in the given we are adding the body headers information, right? So that's so when dot post, there's a post you method /users and then status code of 201 log dot all, and put method updating the partial data, right? So given dot body as a name neo jobs hacker, header content type minus application JSON, content minus type application JSON, when dot put /users 2, then status code 200 log off, and the patch partial data. So put is nothing but, we are going to update the existing data. Put is nothing but we are going to update or replacing the existing data, right? So given dot body name neo job seeker. So that means, the name is going to replace with the neo in place of Morpheus, and job is going to replace with the hacker and leader. And the header type, same thing. You're just adding the put request here, same thing, user/2, and then status code 200 log on. And patch is nothing but, partially updating the data, like patch given dot body dot job Geon resident, and header content we are using it, and then when dot pass users to, we're just adding only job, okay, only partial data, then 200 status code log all. Finally deleting, delete given dot when dot delete slash users to, then status code 204. That's it. So now we'll configure the project in the, we'll set up the project in the Eclipse. We'll open the Eclipse here. I'm just going to use rest assured automation launch. Now go to, you can create a project from here, Maven project, create a Maven project, checkbox, check the checkbox, then click on next, and you can add the group ID here, like example, com dot rest assured dot API. And here, rest assured minus API minus testing. Click on OK button. So the API project, the rest assured API project is going to create, it is a Maven project only. So it is downloading all the folders and files. Yes, it is created. So now what we have to do, we have to go to the format XML and you need to add the required dependencies. Let's go here, add the dependencies. Yes. So what is the first dependency? It is a rest assured. Now for this, you have to go to your browser, Maven repositories. And type here rest minus assured. This is the first one. Select this. And you can select any latest version of your rest assured. Copy this 5.5.1, paste here. So once you copy paste here, you can go and save it. It's going to download your rest assured jar files in the Maven dependency. So these are your required jar files, array libraries from the rest assured, right? Control Shift F, getting formatted. Now what is the next? Jackson minus data bind. Jackson minus data bind. Yes, select this. I can select the old one, no problem. Copy this, go back to our Eclipse. Save it here. What next? TestNG and SLF4G simple. SLF4G minus simple. Select this. Copy this. Paste here. Now select the TestNG. So I can go and select the old version. Yes, paste here. Now the configuration is ready. The setup is ready in your Eclipse for the REST automation, REST assured API testing. Right. All the required jar files are downloaded from the prompt XML, right? So now we can go and create or set up your project like this. So I'm going to create a package here, com.rest assure minus API. So not minus, dot API, dot testing. Can say dot test, not testing, test. Right. So I'm going to create a sample one here. So if you want to create a sample Java class, let's say it's a sample test. Don't create any main method here because I'm going to use TestNG. Right. At the rate TestNG, use TestNG public void get request. I'm just printing something here. Try to run this and see whether it is working with the TestNG or not. It's working. It's working. Now let's go back to the next class.